Billy Crudup plays a con artist salesman selling timeshares on the moon. Let's talk about Hello Tomorrow. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my TV review for the Apple TV Plus series Hello Tomorrow. This is streaming right now. You can see all episodes on Apple TV Plus right now. No word on whether we've gotten a second season for this. This has been up a couple of months now. They have not given a yes or no to a second season. But in terms of the first season, it is all up and streaming for you. Before we launch into the specifics of this show, though, I want to welcome you into Dan Reviews It. Thank you for finding this video. Got a bunch of TV and movie reviews for you to check out on the channel there. And please consider subscribing down below. Would love to have you aboard in that capacity, or like this video, comment on it, and check out my other videos. You know, I've got all of my playlists up for, 2023 TV reviews, 2023 movie reviews, 2022 TV reviews, a bunch of playlists where you can just sort of browse all of my videos in sort of neat little categories there. So let's talk about this. Billy Crudup, already an Apple TV Plus star with one of their very first shows, The Morning Show, which is coming back very soon for season 3. I think they've already filmed it. So very excited about that. But he heads this one up. He is the star of this, and he plays this salesman who travels from town to town named Jack Billings, and he is a shyster. He's selling timeshares on the moon, basically pays off his staff with the payments, but then pockets the rest and then goes to the next town. However, he ends up meeting who he did not realize was in this town, but his son, Joey, his sort of estranged son, played by Nicholas Padani, or Padani, I'm not sure. And it goes from there. But this is a sort of retro-futuristic setup here with the look. It is this mod look of what people in the 60s thought that the future would look like. So the aesthetic of this show is incredibly interesting. It's very much like, the Jetsons or Tomorrowland, that kind of thing. And so it's very interesting to look at. We never quite know, I don't think, what era we're actually in, but I think it's sort of not quite present day. My guess would be maybe, I don't know, but certainly it is this idealized, 60s or 70s. It might take place in present day. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I saw any cell phones in the few episodes I watched. But that's usually the telltale sign of, okay, you're at least like 2000s or plus. But this is, obviously not quite a new concept. The huckster going from town to town, famously it was the monorail episode of The Simpsons, which was, basically kind of biting off of the Music Man. And, we've seen these kind of things before. But the interesting thing here is kind of this family dynamic of, finding his son. But the main problem, I would say, with this show is the character development. We don't really get a lot from certainly the side characters, which includes people that we do know. Hank Azaria is here as one of the salespeople. Allison Pill, we've seen her in many things. Hanifa Wood was recently on the Goldberg spinoff Schooled. And Jackie Weaver is here. We love her from so many movies. So we've definitely seen some of these people before, but their characters are almost models of who they've played before. Like Hank Azaria's character is almost exactly Brockmire. If you ever watched that show on IFC, which if you haven't, it's a really great show. I think it's 3 seasons of like 6 episodes each, so it's a quick watch. But he's essentially kind of playing a similar character, except without, the sports stuff. He was like an announcer, but, he sort of speaks the same way and he acts the same way. And I feel like Hank Azaria does so many different things, especially with like his Simpsons voices and stuff. He didn't really have to do the same character. I think it actually would have, and I love Billy Crudup, but it might have been more interesting to have Hank Azaria play the lead here. And see what he did with it. Not that I don't like Billy Crudup's interpretation of the character. I actually think He's by far the most interesting part of the show, and that sort of father-son dynamic. Well, other than the look, I would say that's actually probably the most interesting part of the show. But once you see the first episode or so, okay, you sort of get the aesthetic that they're going for, and then we need some more character development after that. And I'm afraid we just quite never get there. I didn't realize that it was kind of like a little bit of a subgenre, um, until I looked up, kind of what you call this. And yeah, there's been actually video games I think have more of it probably than any movies or TV shows. There's a lot of video games that sort of have that retro futuristic look, but in any event, that's kind of the two most interesting things is the Billy Crudup character and his relationship with his son. I guess the son character is kind of interesting too in his own way. But all the side characters are just so kind of stock, basic, uninteresting maybe even. I watched 4 episodes of this and so far was not impressed with the side characters, but I do think it's worth a watch. I think it's interesting and certainly looks very, very interesting with that retro futuristic stuff. So I leave Hello Tomorrow with a B minus. And you can stream all the episodes now on Apple TV Plus. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Dan Reviews It.